All right, guys, welcome back to Kamisha Reviews, the queen of reality TV. And I am super excited to have another queen. First of all, I didn't know she was cute. Look at her; she's really cute. How do you? First of all, because I'm really bad with names, so I always have people tell you how you want people to say your name. Please, my name is Kamisha, and no one ever says that way. Trust me, I get called everything but Kamisha. So,
Hey everybody, my name is Monece, so like nephew, niece, Monece.
I like that. Okay, that's cute. I thought I had it right, but I still didn't want to mess it up, girl. I get called Keisha. My name is Kamisha to be exact, but I get called Keisha more than anything, which is not a Keisha in my name, but it is what it is. All right, baby girl. So, one of the first things I want to ask you about is how did you actually even get started in reality TV and this show in particular?
Oh, let me tell you. So, well, my background is in acting, so I'm entertainment. I braid hair, I bake pies. I'm working on a book right now.
Oh my god!
So I do a lot. So I actually found this through a casting notice for Beast Games, and like I vaguely heard of Mr. Beast like through my little brother.
Right.
Okay. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what they're talking about. And so I actually was going to do like 2 different reality shows because at the time I was single. So I was like, ooh, let me do this little data show real quick. But then these things came around and I was like, okay. So I tell everybody it was God the way it was set up. Cause when I say I wasn't even thinking about it for real. And so, but I went ahead and applied because I was like, either I'm gonna know it's for me or not for me, but I'm gonna still go through with it anyway. Okay. So I applied, and then like one of the casting producers like hit me up, and they're like, "Hey, such and such." They would giving me some details about it and seeing if I was available, and I was like, at first they were like 9 weeks, and I'm like, I got some bills. So I'm like, what you want me to wait for 9 weeks? That's a long time. What y'all talking about? And so I really was like, I don't know about this one. And so, but they kept hitting me up, and I'm like, first of all, that's unusual. Like they don't try to hit you up to see, especially. I think they said they had over 5,000 people submit.
Wow, they wanted
and
you.
The fact that you're asking me to, hey, fill out the application, do this, and I'm like, and normally I'm on top of things, and so I was like kind of taking my time with it, like, oh no, and then last minute I'll end up filling out the application and then like submitting a video or something. They're like, please, man, can you send this video to us? And I'm like, oh yeah, let me do that.
Wow.
And so next thing I know, I got like the confirmation letter or email saying that, I was selected. And I was like, okay. And I still wasn't going to do it because at the time, I had my parents had called me. They had like all their grandkids over the summer, and they're like, "Hey, we got a job for you. Can you come help us with the kids?"
Okay,
and
money.
So like, I was supposed to be. It was during the same time as Beast Games, and they were like, "You're going to be gone for 2 weeks." And I'm like, well, I made this commitment to my family, and I'm like, okay, God, I kind of want to do it. Well, by this time, I was leaning towards doing it. But I was like, at the same time, I made this commitment to my family. I said, but if this is really for me, you're going to make a way. But I'm going to make a decision to still move forward with my commitment to my family. And so the time passed, and I ended up calling, I don't know if he was a producer or somebody on the team, just to tell them, like, actually, y'all, I can't do it. And I called them. They were like, yeah, so actually, the time changed to where it's only going to be 5 days for the first leg. And if you get passed on, then it will be like longer. And I was like,
the sign.
So y'all want me to these games. Okay. So y'all want me there. All right, cool. And so I told my parents, I was like, yeah, so it's going to be 5 days. I can go there and come back, still be with the kids, and so it happens to work out. So as you know, like our first leg was in Vegas. So if you get passed on from Vegas, you get to go on the Amazon show. And so that's how I got into
See, I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. Y'all, every time I talk to one of y'all, I want to do it because basically I like how the concept of you can win and go home on the first, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like, am I going to do that? but I really hope I get it because I keep seeing things close. It's closed, so I want to really apply and get it. But anyway, I don't talk about myself. Sorry, you get me excited. So with that being in mind, and reality TV, you said you're an actor, obviously, so you probably wanted to be on reality TV before now, correct?
I wanted to get paid. No, I was playing. I just wanted to.
I wasn't ready. You still? I was like,
I mean,
what do you
no,
say?
I love. No, for real, let me stop playing. I love acting. So
And I can
anything
tell
entertainment,
still
I
because
love
I
to
don't believe you.
laugh. Yeah, so I love to
Mhm.
laugh. So I was just like, because you just never know what is going to be your entry into the thing. So you
True,
just do
100%.
everything. I mean, it within
Well, okay,
reason.
got you. But
Yeah,
but
out
but
of
what
everything.
you're saying is smart because reality TV stars are picked quicker than people who went through theater and all kind of things because that's what the new thing is. So you're smart going that way. The reason why I said it is because with that being said, in reality TV, as far as the competition shows, whether you just got into it or not, if you watch other shows, you know you have to have some kind of strategy. And I was curious if you had any kind of strategy going into this.
Okay, listen, all these questions gonna relate back to God. So
Hey,
y'all just, hey, that's just what
I
it is. Is
believe, so
what
I'm
it
right
is.
there with you. Go right ahead.
It's what
Go
it
ahead.
is. So man, last year was a very interesting year for me, and I'm
Mhm.
grateful for it because I grew like spiritually, just grew in
Okay.
every area. And so being on the games was a chance for me to practice all the things that I
Mhm.
had been working on. So last year I was very disciplined where I wasn't watching. I was off social media. Didn't watch TV. Like all I did was feed my spirit with. I was in the Word. I
Mm,
went and read the whole Bible,
right.
well, the audio,
Hey, as long as you
the
get the word,
audio,
baby, we don't care how.
the whole Bible.
I'm sure he wants to
So like that was my life. Like
focus.
I wasn't on social
Right.
media, nothing. So being on these games where you didn't have
Mm,
your phone, no
mm,
electronics, no social,
wow.
no none of that. I was already
Mhm.
practicing that.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
so my strategy, so during that time, it helped me to really develop and strengthen like my ability to hear from
Mm,
God and like really move where He says move. So being in the games, when I tell you, I was still like doing praying waking up in the morning, going outside praying, so I can be still and listen to where He be like where He can say like, okay, do this or move this way, talk to this person, be silent, don't say nothing.
mm,
And so that really was my strategy. I was like, God, I know you had me here for a
right.
reason. I don't really know what that
Mhm.
reason
Mhm.
is, but at the end
I
of the day,
love that.
everything
I
gonna be
love that.
good. So wherever you're gonna lead me to, it's up.
It
What's
seemed like
up?
religion was in this a series.
Uh,
I
where Kamisha,
Mama,
where you
mama,
going with
mama,
this?
I got to. I got to. Because the thing about it, I am religious as well. Like you're speaking to this, things happen to me today where I can have a testimony. So I love what you're saying. But online, there's a little bit of a chatter because what they call him, the preacher man. I don't know, Jeremy. Let's just do this, okay? So because of the things that he was saying, the choices they've made and choose women, he pawned it off on his friends. Okay, I just want to know, your opinion about it, however you want to say it, because I love religion. I love, I'll say in a minute, this choice was made because God gave. I say it all the time. Even my interview like these games, I feel like it was meant for me to do this. So I have no problem with that. But it's a lot of flack out there with that. So I want to know your opinion about it because you are a spiritual person as well. So just want to know how you felt about that situation. You see how I did that?
I knew it. I knew it. It's been a lot of
Yes, ma'am.
talk.
It has.
There's a lot of
You
talk
are hilarious.
online. There's a lot of talk
Oh
in
God.
the
Mm-hmm.
games. You know, I, what can I say? You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this. I'm not God. God knows
Mm-hmm.
everyone's
Mm-hmm.
heart. But I will say, you can know something by the
Mm-hmm.
fruits. And what I mean by fruits is
Mm-hmm.
people's actions, their choices. You can tell like what's going on. So I'm not here to say whether or not he was.
Respect.
I think he was just doing
Mm-hmm.
however he felt. Um, uh, and it's a show.
Okay, I guess my question is, because I'm gonna be honest, when I first watched it and I saw him, I was like, "This is cool." People are, gravitating toward him. And then all of a sudden, this next scene is that's a cult. I was like, "Whoa, what happened?" Like, I was like, "Where's the in between?" There's something I don't get.
I think it was because the way a lot of people that were his friends, look, my friends, were like, it was to the fact of like he would say something and everyone would go along with it without questioning it. And not just with him, it was a lot of times that was happening where people like to have someone to follow.
Okay, gotcha.
Or they want to be led. I mean, and if that's you, then
okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was happening a lot. So now it makes you question, like, okay, so one, why aren't y'all thinking for yourselves? Two, it does make you question, like, okay, are you using this to your advantage? Like, what's going on? So I can't really speak for him. Girl, get him on it. Get him on here. We need answers, Jeremy. We need answers.
when everybody was like, pick a girl, and he said, okay, I'm gonna have him make the decision, I was like, I paused it. I was like, I ain't
gonna lie. I was like, first of all, all of y'all are friends, so you gonna pick your friends to pick more of your friends that's in your group. Come on, like, people can see straight through that. Now that right there.
Yes. Now the last question, the best cast member said that I was cool with everything until that. Like, really? Like, I guess it did look like you. I said cop out was my dad's word. Cop out is where he would use, like, you didn't want to do it. Just be honest, you didn't want to do it. And he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to deal with it. It was a lot of pressure. Now, I said, I don't know what was being told to him walking up to that stage. He probably felt like it was a lot, but still.
I was already gone by then, but people said it was a whole show. Rolling on the ground. I was like, are y'all serious?
God. It turned into a church. Let me stop. Anyway.
So I
my God, what's happening? Okay, so
all I can say is that those would not have been my choices. But I don't know. God's still working with everybody. We all at different levels and different.
So with your situation with the ball, and I want to talk about that because that was intense to me. For that whole game was so intense. I would have been doing nothing but praying. And this is me being, this is literally all I've been doing. I don't know if I've been counting, except for a girl throwing everybody off, which is horrible. Your experience is very spiritual, and I want to hear from you your story, because it's just you got through it. I was just like so happy. But go ahead, tell me your story.
Okay, so the first two challenges was based on one person winning something, then they choose the next 5 people. And I was like, at that time, like, I'm cool with everybody, but I don't know anybody that would be like, oh yeah, Monique. Okay. So once again, I'm like, all right, God, I feel like my time is not up yet, because this don't make no sense. If I was to leave right now,
right,
I feel like I ain't making my impact yet. And where the money at? Okay, where the money? Anyway, I know you're not about to have me go home like this. No, like this. So, and then it was crazy. So after the second challenge, I think we broke for lunch or whatever. We don't know what time of day was. It could have been like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time. Whatever. So I was walking, so I ended up talking to this other girl, and she was like so nervous about. I'm like, man, I don't know. She was having a bunch of thoughts and fear, and I was like, girl, don't worry about it. I said, you know what? If it's for you, it's going to be for you. Even if God has to put your name on someone's heart, like, don't stress out about anything. Like, it's going to be okay.
I love that.
And so then that's what I took with me. I said, you know what? I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but somehow I'm gonna make it, and I'm believing that you'll just put my name in someone's heart. So still not knowing what the game was gonna be. So then they finally told us what the game was, and that we had to count to 10 minutes. So we're blindfolded, we're holding a ball, and the 6 people that drop their ball closest to the 10 minutes, you get to move on. But if you have your ball past 10 minutes, out of there. You're out.
Scary.
So most people are like, I ain't even gonna try. I'm gonna just drop it. That. And so luckily for me, I warm up a lot of food in the microwave. And the way my brain be working is like, oh, I bet I can count seconds
I
and be on
cannot.
point. I bet I can count it and be like on point with the seconds. And so I like honestly be counting seconds and I'm
Right.
pretty good at it. So I was like, God, hold up. We competing. We in the game now. Let's
Oh,
go. I was like, this is my chance. I'm not waiting no longer. Like, I'm going to
okay.
compete for this one, even if like whatever. So in my head, I'm counting. So I did it by like 1 minute
Okay.
increments. And then so I was like I held the ball. So I was like going
Mhm.
this for 1 minute, 2 minutes. But in the middle of it, I was like, wait, am I supposed to stop at 9? And then that's 10? You know,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
got a little dyslexic in my head.
Thinking you tripping like I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I've been tripping so hard.
You know, like, am I off? And so my plan was to stop at
Mhm.
9:45. And so I get there and I was like, I may have been a little off a little bit. So let me
Okay.
count some more. And so I think I had stopped around
Mhm.
9:55, 7.
You
I
still
think,
did it the
yes.
smart girl. The microwave. I didn't think about that, but girl, smart.
So I'm pretty good. So I was on steady beat and I was concentrating so hard. I was like, one,
Mm,
two, three. I kept that
right.
steady beat. And even when
I was
she
gonna ask you.
started, because I heard her, even though I was on the
Right.
other end, I still heard her.
Still.
When I say I was
Mm,
focused, wasn't nothing
right.
gonna throw my count
Man.
off. Even it was a girl beside me. I think I was at
Mhm.
9 minutes, and so she was
Mm.
whispering, but she was like six
Oh
minutes and
God.
12. I was like, girl, you're off.
That should say you're off. You really were focused.
I didn't say it, but
Right,
in my
right. You were
head, I
so
was like,
focused.
ooh, she's
Right, right.
off.
Ooh wee.
She
Mm.
off. So yeah, I dropped the ball, and then I felt like it was 15 seconds later, and then Jimmy announces like it's
Okay.
10 minutes. And so the guy on the other side of me, he's like, "Yo, I think you made it." And I was like, "Nah, I don't know," because it was like so much time
Right.
in between when he said
Mhm.
the time. So when he finally did say that all six of us were within
Mm.
milliseconds of that 10 minutes,
You knew it.
I was like, "Oh, must have been time. It must have been time." And then he
Yeah.
announced later, like with 10
You
minutes.
did.
Because I think some people's strategy was to be like, okay, when I hear him say 10 minutes, then I'm gonna drop. And I'm like, by that time,
Right.
you
No,
probably
I
out.
think that your strategy, to be honest, a lot of the women's strategy was smart. Y'all were counting in your head. I would have started counting because obviously you're not going to be exactly on it when he says go, but I would just start counting the same pace you were doing all the way to the. Your strategy was perfect. It really was. I'm sorry, it was because some people dropped it immediately. I was like, why did they drop it? I mean, I kind of get why because you don't want to be holding the ball, but I don't know. I don't know. Your strategy was good. It really was good. But how
Mhm.
did it feel? How did it
Thank
feel
you.
though, knowing you're getting on this helicopter, and this is like life changing? You went from I might be here for from 3 weeks to the whatever long. Now I'm getting on this helicopter. What was your mind like? What was you thinking?
And I was so
Mm,
humbled to where like my state of mind, and it still is like I'm so humbled that anything that comes to me, I'm just like
yeah.
grateful for it. And I'm just not really I'm
Mhm,
expecting, but
mhm.
also like,
Right. But
I
no,
don't
no,
know if
it
that
does.
makes
It
sense.
does. It does.
But yeah, so when he announced me, when you saw my face, I was like, yo, you
Right.
like for
Right.
real? Like you did that for me? Like, man, it was just like, yo, because I don't be winning a lot of stuff. Even though it looks like I'm a winner, I
Period.
am.
You
But
are
I don't
okay.
be winning. Right. I like a lot of stuff just don't happen when I want it to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the fact it does, and I'm not even like looking for it, just being grateful for what
Mm,
I already have, and to be like,
yeah. I feel that. I felt
I
that.
don't make it out of heaven. And then when I watched it back, I saw like one of the guys was trying to give me a handshake. When I was on,
And
I
you,
wasn't paying attention to nothing. I skipped past. I grabbed a ticket. Mac was like, "Hey, you didn't give me a hug," and I was like, "My bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening right now. You just don't
oh God.
understand."
So after that, and that was just a wonderful feeling. Obviously, leaving some people behind. I've asked this question before. How did that feel once you settled in? It was like, oh man, and people were going home. After that, how did that feel? They had to feel not guilt. I don't want to say guilt, but just feeling bad. Caring about people and just being around people.
Yeah, it was sad. Not even in that moment, but just all throughout. Because
Wow.
in Vegas, it started with 4 of us, and then only 3 made it to the Amazon. And then one of my other friends, she got out the first round. No, not the first round, but the first episode. Other friend got out on the second episode, so it was just me. And so I had to make some new friends. And then the new friends I did make, they got out.
Dang.
And so I made some other friends. I was starting to like make other friends, and then it was just like, dang, I just met y'all. I have to go. Like, hopefully y'all make it back with me.
You know what I got time to talk about. You really are you a comedian?
You know, I did stand up back in my day.
Girl, you have this comedic timing. Like I mean, I interview comedians as well. And I was just like, wait a minute, she's a comedian because she's hilarious. You're naturally hilarious. Just having this conversation. I've been laughing the whole time. My lash is barely hanging on right now. So my lash,
you need some glue.
My lash is like this here, girl. Like borrowed time.
No, I love laughing. I used to use this same post, like if I could laugh, spend the rest of my life laughing, like I would. That's me.
Okay, no, you are a very infectious personality and just a positive outlook. But I just thought you're really funny. You really are. That's something, girl.
Thank you. What I heard interview number 2. What that sounds like another interview. No?
But you need to be on somebody's stage with a microphone because, baby, you are hilarious. You should perfect
Thank
it.
You.
It's hard. I know people who are comedians. It's very hard. But girl, you're natural. You're just having a conversation. I can't imagine if you sat down and did a whole bit. Oh Lord, I would go.
Oh yeah. Listen, me and my best friend, we talk about this all the time. I don't take nothing seriously. I'm the person you cannot sit next to me because you're gonna laugh. If we at the funeral or anything, we laughing at everybody. Anybody can get it. Everything's funny.
It's that, but you're very talented. I can tell that acting, you could do all of it. You could be in a comedy movie. I could see all of it. Girl, you talented. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something because the women that are really in this series, I'm just really loving it because the women's power is really important to me. As I said, there's no bad edit I haven't seen. You guys are representing. It's wonderful to see. And so I'm looking forward to the episode that comes up tonight. I know it's a cliffhanger. I know all that. But I cannot wait. And everybody online is just, girl, Reddit is horrible. I mean, I love Reddit, but I'm saying like God, they are on y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Not on necessarily you, not you, Mama, not mostly on Jeremy. But to be honest, but they are on, and they're on our girl, me as well. But it's good and bad, but mostly good for her. Honestly, I just really want to see what happens to you even after the show. I really want to see, because I want to see you on a TV show, whether it be reality or not. I'm going to follow you and support you because I think you're going to do something else after this. When I see talent, I always point it out, and I always say it on camera because it's been happening before where I've said these things and it's happened, and then I'll go back and get the clip and say, hey, remember 2 years ago when I said? So I put it out there, guys.
Prophetess. Kamisha.
I do this. Oh yeah, I'm from Louisiana. It's here. So I'm gonna have this clip, period. And when you do something, you probably gonna be in Big Brother, the challenge. I don't know, but the challenge is rough. The Big Brother, maybe Traders. I don't know, but I do see you doing Traders. I do, because you would kill it. You would. You would come there and say, "Oh my gosh, she is so sweet," and behind the scenes, you're the traitor. Oh, I'm gonna murder everybody here.
Oh. Yeah, because don't sleep on me. I got hidden talents. I can count to 10 minutes in my camera.
But when they struggle with that, and girl, I'm telling you, your whole strategy, the microwave threw me. I was like, damn, I didn't even think about that because microwave does count in a certain way. You're smart. Mama. So I know you can't say anything. So what's what I'm gonna do? Will you please come back on here after the show wraps so we can really get into some things, please?
I sure will. Anything for you, Kamisha.
First of all, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all know my eyes water very easily. And so she's had me laughing. And so this left lash is saying, girl, please. So with that being said, I'm about to wrap this up. And I want you to come back on here and we'll have a conversation, a longer one and probably more laughs. I won't wear lashes this next one because it's just to be no point. So with that being said, this Kamisha Reviews Queen of Reality TV. I'll make sure I put all of her information in the description in the live, so you guys can click on it, follow her, because even her pictures are animated and beautiful. Please go to her Instagram and follow her and check her out and follow her for everything she's doing. With that being said, this is Kamisha Reviews. I forgot my video. Hold on. My ending. Okay. This is Kamisha Reviews. I'm out of here. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is